Started. What's up, everybody? I hope this helps. We messed around with some settings. We've got this going now. We're just starting over completely. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just do this.
We'll do it live.
Live on the spot. I just kind of want to know if it's working better than it was before. It kind of looks like it is, so... Oh well, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Marvel Live, episode whatever. We're here to talk about so much Marvel stuff and so much Battle for the Stones stuff. We've got the Battle for the Stones North American Online Qualifier, yes, that just happened recently. Pretty interesting top 8 there. We're going to be talking about the recent patch and DLC that came out yesterday/today. We're also going to be talking about the Battle for the Stones finals that's coming up this weekend at Capcom Cup in California. And we're also going to have something new, something we haven't really done before, which is host an open lobby on PSN later, get some matches in with some people in the crew. We'll end the show, but then we'll keep the lobby running afterwards for a little while for everybody to check it out. Oh, yeah, that's our topics. And the crew that we have with us today starts with Jonas. What's up? Welcome back.
Hey.
And Kyle, how are you? Oh, Kyle's doing a hat change. Seif, how's it going?
Hello. Hi. Hey. Deja vu. It's crazy.
I know. It's crazy. All right, Kyle's back. How's it going? Welcome back to the show.
Did I mess it up? Sorry. My head was getting cold. I had to put the beanie back on. What's up, everyone? I totally haven't said my shout-outs today. Black Widow's cool. She's totally cooler than Winter Soldier, and we don't have anyone that's going to get hyped for Venom. But
I'll get hyped for Venom.
Let's
go, baby.
I'm hyped for Venom.
He's dope.
He's really cool.
Yes, I think they're all really cool. KP and Potato Salad could not be here today. That's why you guys are stuck with me hosting and all my technical difficulties. But it's all good as long as we get to talk about some Marvel today. So yeah, let's just jump right in. First things first, very first topic, the Battle for the Stones North American Qualifier. Now, it was super interesting. The tournament itself had 494 entrants. Whoa, for an online tournament. Basically went on all day. People were streaming, you know, a lot of their matches. Shout outs to Bum and Clockwork and everybody else who was streaming their matches too. All the matches we couldn't see before top 8. And if you did want to check out the top 8 for that, the Twitch link was twitch.tv/Battle for the Stones. So this top 8, tied for 7th place, we had Super Noon and Manic. Tied for 5th, we had Apology Man and Kami. 4th place, Coach Steve. 3rd place, Dual Kevin. 2nd place, Cousin Kyle P. And 1st place, Stealth Nico from Texas. A Zero May Cry player from Marvel 3. So kind of fitting that he
played
does.
Zero Dante Strider.
Oh, did he play Strider? I thought he played Zero May Cry.
And he's been putting in work at Evos for years now.
Yeah. He has, and I remember the last
stealth.
Texas tournament I went to, he kind of made a lot of upsets, taking out people like Flux, you know, fellow Dante players. So yeah, he's definitely been around doing his thing, and now taking 1st place at this online qualifier and getting himself a spot in the finals. That's super interesting to me, and kind of makes me realize even more how good it is to have an online that may not be perfect, but at least it's playable, and these opportunities opening up for people who like to play online. So what do you think about this top 8, Seif?
The top 8 was amazing. I had a lot of fun watching it. I also wanted to go ahead and give a quick shout out to Smash.gg for excellent implementation of the online thing in general. I thought it was really easy for everybody to kind of like follow up and, you know, make sure all the results were posted, and the tournament ran super smoothly. I mean, as far as like my experience and talking to a bunch of others, and it was really cool to just be able to kind of like, they had a little chat window available for whenever you got matched up with somebody. And like I got matched up with like TA Wolf in my winners finals of my pool. Shouts to you, Wolf. We had a good match, and we were talking and stuff like that before the match, just like casual banter. So it was cool. But no, this top 8 was like actually sick. Like, even though these are a lot of players that you haven't necessarily seen like compete in like top 8s at a lot of these like major events, this was still really high level play and stuff. A lot of different play styles that you could expect to see like being fleshed out as we move forward. We have, you know, the Zero Dante, scum of the earth, like Force Edge, aka Stealth. He's been one of the top contenders in the online bracket for God knows how long, basically since the game came out. and he's beating, like, there's been a lot of replays on YouTube of him being like F champ and all these other people, like, and he plays such a reckless style, but it also highlights kind of like the sheer synergy and ability for Zero Dante to impose his will and stop you from doing what you're doing. I'm not surprised that team won, because especially in an online environment where mistakes are plentiful, I feel like that kind of team can really capitalize off it when you have a 4-frame invincible. It's a 5-frame startup invincible DP that is invincible for 4 frames. It's super stupid. But not to take away, not to downplay him at all, because he beat everybody in this bracket and it was super stacked, and he played, and he's been one of the strongest Zero Dantes, you know, in the country at this point. So you can't knock him. Like, you go try and play him, you know it's nothing. It's definitely a lot more than him just doing DP and Jetstream. But my personal favorite player, and I think a lot of people will say the same thing after watching him play at this top 8, is definitely Dual Kevin, because he's probably the only player that isn't trying to do crazy set play into, you know, like DPs, into like just interrupting your momentum. He's playing that really old school kind of, or not old school, but it reminds me a lot of what was really popular in MVC3, which was like keep away, making sure there was like no sort of like interaction, because you're able to play the spacing game really well. And Dual Kevin showed like so much tech with like Hawkeye being able to pull them into explosive arrows, to setting up mix-ups with the forward, you know, the spark plug into teleports with Dante. I was super impressed with that kid. I wish he won it, because I think that he played his heart out in an environment that did not really suit him that well. That's my personal opinion. I'm sure there are plenty of other people that would disagree with me on that, but that's just how I feel. But other than that, no, the tournament was awesome. I want to also like touch on the fact that Kami, the Street Fighter V player, made top 8 in this tournament, and Punk didn't.
Is it the same guy? Is it the same Kami?
Yes.
Yo,
confirmed.
That's sick.
Yeah, like, I don't know what to think about it, because a lot of people are saying he pulled the PC Marvel God Quackbot tech, and I'm not gonna say he didn't. I don't think so at all, because I could imagine that, you know, Punk and Kami are very close friends, and they probably play Marvel God knows how many like rounds, you know, together when they're hanging out. So I imagine they'd be able to pick up stuff from each other. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think I'm definitely sure that was Kami, and I'd like to see him out at like another major or something like that, and see if he could put his, you know, skills to the test there.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Jonas? Any words on this tournament? Any special
I couldn't say everything about it, because like I sort of like the same Kyle situation. I kind of forgot it was that day, but still, like, from what I saw, I'm surprised that Stealth won, because we haven't seen that much of him, especially like aside from like Marvel 3 on that one Texas major that you mentioned, I haven't really heard about him. So the first thing I thought was who is Stealth? But apparently he's super good from Texas. And I'm just happy a new guy like took it, and we're gonna see some kind of unknown factor for like Marvel Battle for the Stones. So I'm just happy that, you know, people say he's nutty, but yeah, like, I want to see the chaos. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, but this game is also kind of crazy. You know, it's like,
yeah,
maybe it's just a product of the environment.
I just like to see the salt, so I want to see what happens in the actual tournament.
Can I also highlight that we had like 2 characters with the 3-frame special move, and then a character with like an invincible DP in like the top 4?
What?
Like, let's be real. Like, I mean, those options gotta be very strong in an online environment. I'm not downplaying. I'm just calling like I see it. You know.
So wait, you said 2 with 3 frames? Who is?
Messer.
Yeah, but who else? You said 2.
No, I mean, like, we had Coach Steve and Kyle P.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought it was like another character.
No.
Yeah.
And then we had, you know, Stealth, who did like all the DPs. Not all of them. He did a lot of them, and it worked. I think he was probably like at least 85%. But even then, like the 15% he did drop, they were barely ever punished because you just tag off it. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I hate Zero.
Same. What about you, Kyle? Any thoughts on the tournament?
I mean, I think my main thing is Dual Kevin's Hawkeye performance. Like, I kind of always expect his Dante to be gross, and his neutral was gross in Marvel 3, and I feel like he's definitely, like, he's put his own flavor into the new engine. and it was just incredible seeing so many people get caught by. You do like arrow, what's the exploding shot, whatever, and then space stoning people trying to up back into it. Like, that's so cool, and especially since you're able to get the full combo and the full conversion. It was. I feel like if it wasn't online, I think Dual Kevin would have done better, because his last match, it was 2-2 in the finals against Stealth, and the last match, like, everything just went wrong.
Yeah, it did.
Like, all of a sudden, like, every DP is connecting, every mix-up is hitting, like, none of the Hawkeye stuff is connecting, so, I don't know, it's hard. That's the only, like, downside. I think the netcode on Infinite is fantastic. I think the online training mode, I love everything they've done with the lobbies and online and everything. But, like, there's always that question in the back of your mind. It's like, did they win because of a lucky online? Did they, like, it's just, it's a lot better when you can know that, like, there's no external factors leading to people, like, dropping. It's just, they cracked, they had stress, whatever. And, sorry, my piano's right here. So that's, I guess that was my main takeaway, is like, it was hard to tell what was nerves and what was lag. But it was funny seeing, like, anyone that lost, like, you can go to Twitter and immediately be like, oh man, it was lag. So you get that free option. It's like, you can't do that at a tournament. So shout outs to online tournaments. I hope that we do see more online tournaments.
Yeah.
We definitely should, yeah.
And we will. Yeah. We will, 100%.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Where's KP at?
Yeah, we have some cool stuff, like, in the works. That's all we gotta say. But yeah, all you online monsters, yeah, best believe, get your swords sharpened, your Z sabers ready, because online's about to be a pretty consistent, like, you know, tournament environment.
What do you guys think of the online in this game, like, in general?
I've been playing the past couple days. Yeah, like, I think there are obviously matches that are super laggy, but I don't know. Compared to the times I tried to play Marvel 3 online, this seems like really good.
Yeah, like Marvel 3, you couldn't. So I think the game itself was meant to be played much faster than Infinite is, and so there's some that we can get away with. The game's just a lot slower than it was, but I think the netcode's infinitely better. No pun. But I think it's really strong, and honestly, that's been all of my Marvel time lately. Is I've been playing, grinding against people in the crew here, and then Zebu. Shout out to him for wrecking shop. I think he made top 64.
Yep, beat it.
Too, so
I think he tied me.
Seif, you made top 64 too, right?
Yeah, I was in winner's side. I got 33rd, I think, with my week old Nova. Yeah, right. Option selects.
Cool.
But I guess for, like, when it comes to online, like, I've been playing it a bunch. Like, especially like when the game first came out, like, I was nonstop on that, and, like, you know, I ran it, like, the more you play, what you put into it's what you get out of it, and, like, you can really climb and play, like, a lot of good players. Like, the amount of experience you get from playing those people in, like, an online environment, it's not the same as, like, sitting down with them in real life, but I feel like you can get so much better, like, doing it. So, and you can play majority of the game. My only issue with it is, like, some things, like the nuances of, like, split-second decision-makings and timings kind of go out the window. Like, sometimes you need to make that push block, you know what I mean? Or sometimes you need to, like, hit that storm on time or else you're going to lose. And, like, probably the most salt-inducing thing that happens online, like, raise your hand if this has happened to you. You go ahead and you're like, oh, I need a storm, and you press it, and then you see the words of your storm come up, and you just
that's so demoralizing.
You know, that's actually not because of the lag or the online.
I doubt it. I disagree.
Everything I've heard,
yeah.
I've never seen it offline.
No.
Because if you get hit at the same frame that you, like, activated or something, it cancels, because it definitely happened to me offline too.
No way.
Yeah, the same thing.
It never happened to me offline, which is why I always, like, think about it like that. Maybe it's more okay.
Yeah, what somebody told me is, like, if you get, like, hit at the same frame that you press the two buttons, then you get it. Like, you get, like, held back. So, but it still happens way more online than offline. So yeah.
Well, I think online is definitely some rollback. I mean, I think the rollback is generally pretty decent. Like, it's not too disruptive, but even on like a good connection, every once in a while you'll see a random lag spike and you'll get some rollback. And I think for whatever reason, Storm is one of those that they're more than happy to just be like, no, that happened here, but nowhere else. Get wrecked. Game over. No Soulstone for you. Scrub. Don't let your characters die.
All right. Any final words on the online qualifier before we move on? Because I know we want to talk about these DLC characters, and I know we want to talk about the patch. So, any final words? 3, 2, 1. All right. It's a wrap.
Go.
Moving on to the patch and DLC. All right. I know for a fact we have everyone wanting to talk about these characters, so I think we should start there. Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Venom. All three came out
do we want to
today.
start there, or do we want to cover the patches and then end with the DLC? Because I think the patch notes are a lot more boring.
That's up to you guys. I know you're eager to talk about these characters, so...
Can we talk about Winter Soldier, then the patches, then Venom,
Split it
and
up.
then we talk about Black Widow like at the end of the show?
All right, well, I know you're dying to talk about Winter Soldier, so why don't you just kick it off, and then we'll sandwich it.
Yo, that character's so sick. Like, that character's so sick. Like he's not like, I don't think he's like top tier or anything, but he's definitely like super defensive and he controls space so well. Like his machine gun is great, and then like I don't think he's gonna be necessarily like the one that opens up people, but he's definitely the one that's like, if somebody's like super rushed down and wants to like get in that, he's gonna just body everyone. Like, I think his reversal, like his level 1 is invincible, right? So his
uppercut is, I think, right?
Yeah, his uppercut, I think it's like super like invincible. So that character, he has some damage too. Like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying to play him, but I don't know what character I'm gonna put him with, because I try to put him with Monster Hunter, but I think that like they're like two defensive characters. I don't think that's gonna work out. I'm still gonna try it, right? But I think, funnily enough, he does work amazing with Captain America. Like, I was doing some stuff in training mode earlier. I haven't been able to play him that much, but from what I've seen, like he goes super well with somebody that like rushes down and mixes up. So you do like a lot of stuff, like you do machine gun or grenade into tagging, and that's super good. Like that character, I think we're gonna see a lot of him. Like, I just personally think so. What do you guys think about Winter Soldier?
Have you actually played matches with him yet? Have you got to?
No, I haven't played a match yet because I'm just like trying to find stuff.
How Metal Shield actually plays out in neutral, because I think that's the most exciting thing about him as a character, personally.
No, for sure. Like, I still don't understand exactly how that should be used, because it does have like, it's not like invincible. It's not like instant. It's like a stance, right?
Also, its lower body is vulnerable. So if you have moves that like hit the ground or like their legs, it will actually hit the Nautical.
Yeah.
For anyone that runs into it and doesn't know how to, just like, it doesn't even have to be a low. It just has to be a hitbox that will hit him in his feet.
You can grab,
and that can include like.
You can also grab him too.
Yeah, grabs too are pretty easy. But like, if you have a projectile that can pierce through from the top, like I think that even works. I've seen that hit. So just aim for the feet.
I need to
Don't shoot the metal arm. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I need to check if like his follow-ups also carry his invincibility. Like, if I do the punch, is the punch also invincible? I haven't been able to test that. Yeah,
it's gonna be able to take some testing. Yo, I was gonna ask, have you messed with any like stone combinations with them in particular?
I mean, no, because I saw that Pat posted a video about like super sick. Yeah, he like a 6.3K combo from full screen, and that is ridiculous.
Using time storm specifically.
Using time stone, yeah. I think it's probably gonna be really good with like mind. I'm not mind, soul. Like, he does like. It's not because just he's gonna recover, but you have that little range. Like, he's super like up close or full screen, so you have that little like mid range with that soul stone that you can also cover. I don't think he's gonna be good with Power Stone because he's not the most mobile character. And also, I don't think he's gonna be good with Space Stone either. because he doesn't necessarily have the best mix-ups or traps. Maybe if you throw the grenade or something, but I think definitely like reality and time. I think those two might be the best.
Reality. New reality is such a good zoning tool. For
Yeah,
that hasn't played with it.
Yeah, it's still good.
Like what I think I would do is like throw out reality, and then behind the reality, maybe I can do like throw grenade or do the stance and throw guns or something, because it's like another layer of protection for your character, you know. And he does seem like he'll be super strong from like far away, you know. So reality is like gonna cover that like air that he usually would not be able to cover on his usual zoning pattern. That's just what I feel. Yeah.
I played some sets with Gamora with a new Reality Stone because I wanted to see what her changes look like. And new Reality Stone works so good. Like if you have a character that like there's a dead zone that they can't deal with and they just kind of want to zone and create space, like new Reality Stone is it. Strange loves it. You can do like Eye of Agamotto, Impact Palm, Dagger, Reality Stone, and that loops into itself. And there's not... You do actually have to worry, because it is fast enough, you have to worry about it being reflected now. But in general, I think it's a very strong tool. It definitely didn't get nerfed like everyone... I mean, it changed, but it did not become a trash stone. It just became a zoning tool. So definitely worth checking out.
Any other things in the patch in particular that stood out that might not have been how you guys expected it to be, but after, you know, touching the game and seeing it, you know, in your hands, anything different, anything you notice?
Yo, oh my god. Do you know that there were some certain moves, like when you did the double hammer with Dante or charging star with Cap, there was like this special untaggable state where you
could we can only up tech. It's like an air tech, but now you can forward tech. Thank God.
Now my setup is gone. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get bodied now. You know, because that allowed for so much set play. It's good.
Yeah, it was, but it was like too easy. Like ethically speaking, like I just did not.
Ethically speaking,
not like come on.
Are we bringing morals into Marvel now?
Hell yeah! This is what this entire patch was about. Like I don't know. Like for me, like there's things that I thought that just felt like overtuned or just like really stupid. Like not stupid, sorry. Like just really unreasonable to fight against. That just didn't feel like I was interacting with them. That's what I call like my FGC ethics in a sense, right? And all of it got changed. Like most of it got changed. Like I personally really like a lot of the changes that they made from like a gameplay standpoint, just like the engine itself, and also by the characters. Like just really simple things. Like you know, in the general patch notes, they mentioned how they're giving more cross-up protection, and I personally find this to be really helpful for a lot of those situations where like someone's trying to like tag, you know, they whiff over you and then they tag and they come back on the same side. Like now I'm auto blocking a lot of those situations that normally would have like frame trapped me or put me in like.
But what changed though?
No, now there's more like auto guard frames, especially after that tag. That happened.
Oh, okay.
So like no, for real, like last night I had a session over at my place and I felt like at least 6 of those like scramble like tags that come from the other side, like I auto blocked them, and that just let me kind of like play the game for a lot longer. Like Reality Stone now has meaningful counterplay. It's still good. It's not even punishable on block. It's like still good, but there's still counterplay to it, and it's not just some brain dead kind of like option you use when someone's getting close to you and that's all you got to do. Like I feel like there's a lot more counterplay going back and forth, and this is coming from me, the Dante player. I'm still picking him.
Oh no.
Yeah, speaking of, what do you think about his
really
changes?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sound stupid for saying this. I love the changes. I like them because it means that like there's like Jetstream is still very good. You just have to know how to use it and like know how to space it properly, and it's not just some brain dead like, oh, I'm just gonna zip past full screen like Berserker Barrage and get a free 50-50 if they block you. Like a lot of the changes they made to his damage are just gonna make me have to like figure out more better combos. They nerfed his shotgun. It's still very usable, except for anybody except Arthur and Rocket Raccoon if they're crouching. You can't overhead them anymore and do a combo. I know Skill Sage is probably about to like smack me in the face because he made like a pretty angry tweet about how he did not like that he couldn't overhead Rocket Raccoon. But I'm like, okay, whatever, give him his privilege. But you can still use that in a variety. Like, you can still use it the same way. You just have to, like, really work on the spacing and the timing. For all you Dante players out there who are having a hard time trying to, like, adjust, knowing how to do the shotgun, I highly suggest trying to set up the spacing where you're next to them and then neutral jump and then do the shotgun. If you're trying to do, like, you know, you're dashing in and then doing shotgun and you jump up forward, your chances are you're going to whiff it. So, like, I would try and get in the habit of doing normal neutral jumps and then doing the shotgun. And the confirm is still the same. I always do shotgun into dash forward, light punch, and it confirms off of pretty much everything. So, like, I feel like I had to adjust as a Dante player, but I didn't really because I wasn't the type of player who, like, rainstormed all the dang time and, like, a million times into stone and just, like, did jet stream all the time. I played Dante for God knows how long, and he has plenty of other, like, stupidly awesome tools that you can use to just, like, beat your opponent. So to any Dante player that's, like, actually crying, I doubt there's a lot of you, but for those of you who are crying, suck it up. Just suck it up. I don't want to hear it. None of us other Dante players want to hear it either. Yeah, you're exposed. Yeah, sorry. You got your brain dead stuff got nerfed. Learn to play.
Ooh.
The first thing I noticed is that apparently since all of his damage got nerfed, everybody's just doing a longer combo, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, no, that's another thing too. Like, everybody's like, "Oh, his damage is nerfed." Well, you realize that the hit stun scaling is based off of the damage you do. So by nerfing the damage, your actual hit stun duration is lower. So you actually gain new combo paths. Like, there are people out there on YouTube who are already doing, like, 2 jet streams in a combo and still being able to, like, OTG after it. It's actually kind of sick. You still get corner carry into decent damage. Just got to give it some time to figure out what you're being.
So compared to Marvel 3 to Ultimate versus Infinite, you know, pre-patch, post-patch, it's definitely not as bad. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, not as bad. Not as bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I think Infinite Dante pre-patch was the most busted thing I've ever played. Free. Like, so it's like, it's hard to compare. Like, vanilla Dante was still ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, nah. Like, pre-patch Dante was literally the stupidest thing I think I've ever played as the Dante player himself. You know what I'm saying? But now he's like, it's not like they took away Standing Light and, like, nerfed all his damage to the point where, like, you know, even your bread and butters just won't work the same and whatnot. And he still has mix-ups. He still has lockdown. He still has block strings for days. Like, this character's ridiculous, dude. Just, like, don't focus on just jet streaming and rainstorming all day.
Yeah, he's got so many really strong tools. Like, the only thing this did is that, like, you actually get to see his full tool set now. And if you like Dante, like, you have a reason to use the other things because. Like, you had to, like, put on the limiter and be like, I don't want to just jet stream because this stuff's really good and it's going to work if I do it, but I actually want to play, so let me try and use normals. But I think he's strong.
You don't even have to.
Even now, I think he'll be fine. And now he's just back to being that specialist character that everyone kind of loved him for in Marvel 3.
I still think that you can play him pretty derpy. Like, his ability to stall in the air with, like, Rainstorm is still in the game. Like, you can use Rainstorm, Helmbreaker, cancel every one of those into specials. Killer Bee is still, like, an absolutely busted special in my opinion. Like,
so I have a question about, like, New Dante, and I thank you for getting to that air stalling thing. Do you know that he used to do, like, the air downward bullets into
Rainstorm.
Space? Yeah.
Yes, that's what
into it crosses you up. And he does it again, and then he does it again. Like, is that gone?
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. You could only do it once in the air. Thank God. I hate it. It was super.
Like, I usually like, that's what triggered me. Like, I was fine with I wasn't fine with everything else, but that specific thing, I was just like, no, bro. Like, that is not cool.
I hated Jetstream personally, even though I used it in my block streams and whatnot. But, like, that move had such a sick hitbox, and it moved so fast, and it just scared the crap out of literally everybody to the point where it's like, if you did not know how to perfectly push block to create the gap and knew the perfect normal to, like, hit it, you were going to get comboed. Or either, at the very least, you were going to get blocking this stupid flame twister thing and eating a free 50.
Yeah, and then when they used it on the incoming, you know, then it crosses you under, and he does a flamey thing. And if you're not,
Really
like, it crosses you up, and he still does, like, he still combos you to death.
To be fair, well, I don't know about not quite combo to death. He still has that. It's not as fast.
Yeah, it's just way slower, so you can actually react to it. But there were times where I just did not know he was gonna be there so quickly. You know?
Yeah. I don't know, Jonas. What about any changes on your team?
So the only changes on my team is basically the untakeable air, the only air takeable move. So I used to do the thing I used to do is that I'm playing Captain America Monster Hunter, and Charging Star was one of those moves. Like, if you hit Charging Star, you could only take up in the air. So now, what I used to do Charging Star, tag Monster Hunter. I would dash back, throw arrows. So you would have to block the falling arrows, you know. But now I can't do that anymore because they can just roll forward and.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm here. Don't worry about it. I just
scared the crap out of me.
So now they can roll forward and punish me for throwing out the arrows. So I just need to find a better set play or like a better way to do it, you know. So that is the only change. I know Monster Hunter's sword special move, the dual daggers one. Now I can't OTG, but I never actually used that to OTG. So
apparently it still works. They said they changed it, but it actually is still in the game.
No, because what everybody thought was gonna be the change is that her high punch was gonna get nerfed because that OTGs sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But apparently her, you know how she does the draw slash, where's the you know, so that apparently OTG'd before, and now it can't. Okay. But there's no combo or situation that I ever used to do that. So it is curious. I don't know why that was even nerfed or even there in the first place. So I'm like whatever, you know.
Gotcha. Any other things on the DLC before I kick it over to Merkel to talk about some Black Widow? Any
I'll
any
cover
other big things, anyways. Yeah.
So on the patch, I play Gamora, Strange.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
And Dante. Strange has actually got some cool stuff. I have Agamotto got a buff, so it actually has better hit stun. So it's a lot easier to combo now. And
I see your counter super got fixed.
Yeah,
it's an actual counter super. So if anyone hasn't run into it or played against it, imagine Dante full screen. He's like, haha, jackpot, I'm going to shoot some bullets. And Strange is like, nah, I got this. I have a meter that I can spin to stop this. And the beam will clash with the bullets until he stops shooting his beam. And then Dante's like, no, that's cool. I still have more bullets. And then Strange gets hit anyway. So it was the worst counter super in the world. Thanos beam was really bad about doing the same thing. But now it does completely beat out both $1 Million and Thanos beam, and like there was a lot of times where in neutral, it was such a bad. I think it used to not pierce, and so like projectiles or characters in front would stop it from hitting anything behind them, and so like you did it and then you'd have to tag because it was a horrible super. So that's fixed. That's awesome. Congratulations, kudos to Strange players. The Gamora had some pretty big changes. I think the only one that you're really going to notice in match is she no longer has a fully invincible super. I think her first active frame is her last invincible.
Greatest change ever! I love this patch.
Yeah, I think that it was definitely something. She had way too much going for her, and it was too easy for her just to be like, no, I'm tired of actually trying to block or play neutral. I just want to start swinging. So that's gone. It's still really good as a lockdown super, so feel free to like slash into it, but just don't expect to escape stuff with it anymore. And her other big change was her bullets. They still pierce like they used to, but if they cancel out a projectile, they become a non-hit stun projectile. So it's kind of like the wind slashes in Reality Stone. So imagine you shoot through Ryu's Hadouken, like shoot 3 bullets. The first bullet becomes wind, and the last 2 bullets are still normal. So if you have a beam or multi-hitting, like I have Agamotto or something that can put a lot of hits on the screen, like you actually have ways to fight Gamora now. Or just full screen super, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because it won't go through, it won't stop the supers anymore. But I think new Reality Stone, she's going to be a much stronger zoner than she was before. and her rush down's still going to be good. So I don't think she's going anywhere. But Black Widow, anyone have any? Because I'm going to start talking about Black Widow.
I think she's super cool. Yeah.
Everybody was hating
She's
on
a cool
that.
function. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
she's not a function. She's so much more than that. She
I
has
just
so much stuff to her.
I don't, she's cool as in gameplay, but I just don't like the character, you know?
Stop. She's a
good
ground to
gameplay.
ground. She has a ground to ground command grab, an air to ground command grab, an air to air command grab, and an air to ground command grab. She has a comparable overhead solo. She has crazy movement. She has a bomb on block that she can put it on somebody on block.
I agree with all of that. She's a really cool character to play, you know? What triggered me the most about her is that you can throw the bomb, even on block, you get the bomb, sticky bomb on you. You tag out.
That makes sense.
And then your body, because then your other character, let's say you pick Strange or something, and you cross them up, and it blows up, and you're dead.
Yeah. Like, people have already gone through Black Widow Dante, do a combo into Sticky Bomb, tag into Dante, lunch, and then teleport right before the bomb explodes to reset on the 50-50. And it's like 2 hits to do 900.
That is so gross. That is so gross. What the hell? No.
It's going to be really good. But so the counterplay for that, if you make her block or you hit her, the sticky bomb goes away. And if she tags, the bomb will stay there. But if you tag, then you can just ignore it. So if you get a sticky bomb on you and you can make a safe situation to tag, just get that character out of there and don't even worry about it. But I mean, that's like one of her 20 gross tools. Like, she's got a standing low that hits as long as Dante's sword normal. She just shoots the ground. She's got a hop kick that she can combo into her air option. She's got a grapple hook that'll connect from almost full screen that she can get full conversions off of. Man, the only good thing is that she is hard. She's not a Sigma Thanos, just kind of ABCS, brainless Marvel character. Her combo paths, they actually take a little bit of effort. And her mix-ups and her real good set play is going to take a lot of work. But hands down, she's probably my favorite designed character in the game so far. I'm definitely picking her up.
I like how you said earlier in the chat that she's like a Marvel 3 character in Infinite.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that. I feel like most of the Infinite characters are so limited in their options. It's you can have 2 really cool options, and this is how you play. So it's kind of like dive kick, but every character has 3 moves.
Uh-oh.
And
oh no.
she has so many mobility options.
Say something? Oh no, I can't hear Kyle. Can you guys hear him? Okay. Oh no, I can't hear anybody. Maybe it's me. This isn't good.
No.
Okay, wait. Oh, it was breaking for 1 second and then it stopped. What is happening? I think we're good. Test. Testing. Hello. Oh my god. Here we go with the nonsense. Oh.
Are we bodied?
Maybe. Wait, hold on. Say something.
Hello.
Okay, my Discord kept disconnecting, but we're good now. All right.
Yeah.
Resume.
Saved.
So, okay, resume, Kyle. Sorry about that.
I don't know. I don't even remember where I was at. For Shogundo, I just asked in the chat, is she as technical as Black Panther, though? I think she is more technical, but I think that she is, so much stronger than Black Panther. I think Black Panther is... I think he's trash in this game. I don't know why they gave him what they did, but no, she's going to be cool. She's got a really amazingly fast wave dash. She can do the same thing that Monster Hunter has, where she can either roll forward or back. She has that, except she does little flip hops, and her flips have follow-ups, and one of those follow-ups can cancel into another flip. So like it's going to be really hard to lock her down. And she's got like crumples and wall bounces and ground bounces and sticky bombs. So I think that she's going to be a huge problem in this game. In the hands of somebody that can actually pilot her, because she, like I said, she's pretty difficult. But I'm excited. I've only got like maybe 4 hours in the lab with her so far. But I'm definitely going to be like, she's 100% a main, no questions asked.
Yeah, I think she looks super cool. I was messing around with her a little bit in training mode earlier too, and I've kind of been really looking for a character that made me feel like I was playing Wesker again, and like she kind of gives me that feel, except as, you know, if Wesker had way more stuff, because she has so much stuff. And I love her little forward heavy kick, and then, you know, you can cancel it into anyone in the command throws. Like, super good.
Yeah, I think those are really cool. And the fact, so like the one wish that I had going into Infinite was like, I really want to play a command grab character, but I didn't want to play like a heavy. So the fact that I actually got a super mobile trap based trick command grab character, like, oh, like this is what I've been waiting for. Like, I've been playing and I've been having fun, but I've been waiting, and I'm glad that I finally got a character. It's about time.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm, like you said, I'm excited to see like what people start doing with her. If anybody really decides to like main her and, you know, get really character specialists with her or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna try. I think she's really fun. She has a lot of stuff. I also really want to try Venom. I do have him now, but I got so distracted by learning Black Widow stuff that I didn't even go in the lab with Venom yet, even though he was the first DLC that I was the most excited about. But I think he looks really cool, and I've been seeing people put out some really damaging combos with him already. Even Kinder Party was putting out some combos earlier on Twitter. I saw other people just posting. That's my favorite thing about Marvel right now, is that anything new comes out or anything that happens, Twitter is like a gold mine for combos and videos or like concepts that everybody's working on. And I saw a lot of really cool Venom stuff. Any first impressions for Venom from you guys?
He has a full screen bionic arm. It covers the entire screen. What?
Well, it's even worse than that. Like, he's in the corner, and then he's like, I'm kind of tired of blocking. Let me bionic arm and put myself mid-screen. That's fine, too, I guess. I think that... Oh, okay, he's definitely the Sigma Thanos, light punch, heavy punch, launch, light punch, heavy punch, ground bounce, light punch, heavy punch. And then he does, like, 6,500 for, like, no effort. Plus, he has traps, and he has some mobility. He gets a full combo off his grab. Like, his web throw will automatically corner carry and let him pick up. I think that he's going to be pretty frustrating.
So on the Marvel Live Twitter account, I made a poll. So I asked everyone, what character were you most excited about? And Venom took 68% of the votes over Black Widow and Winter Soldier. So 68% of everybody that watches this show on Twitter, like following on Twitter, everybody's excited about Venom. Like, he's by far the most popular character right now in terms of DLC.
To be fair, he looks fantastic.
He does look
like
fantastic.
His animations look awesome. I know some people aren't about his voice. I guess I'm kind of on the fence. I was beating him up in training mode, and after a while I got tired of, I don't even remember what stupid thing he says now. Like, I'm just getting warmed up or something. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm done. And so I went and beat up someone else. But I think his ult looks fantastic. I think his colors look really cool. His trap, I want to see what people end up doing with his trap, because that seems really strong. Yeah, and like some of the people in the chat mentioned, like, he's got a crumple too. Like, every one of the DLC characters got a crumple, which it blows my mind that they went from, it's like, yeah, Doctor Strange gets one, and then just everyone gets one.
Dope.
Speaking of really strong.
Yeah, speaking of really strong, finally we do have Richard in the building on the show. How's it going, Richard? What's up?
I just came back from work, so it sucks.
Well, thanks for joining us anyways. Awesome to have you. We're currently talking about the patch and the DLC, so you haven't missed too much yet. And we're also all dying to get your opinion on the patch and the DLC. What do you think so far?
I actually didn't get to play it yet because I'm on pre-patch still, so...
Oh yeah, that's true, for the tournament, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I've just been watching videos on Twitter and stuff. Main thing that people tweet to me is the Dante changes. Like, as I expected, the damage nerfs actually meant nothing because, in this game the it just hits some deterioration in general. Depends on damage, so he still gets the exact same damage. It's just that you do different moves. So in that regard, that didn't change. So that's.
And I guess something real quick we didn't mention earlier. HSD glitch is officially out of there, which I am super glad to see gone.
Did you see Oh, sorry. Did you see the side effects though?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do like a reset where they just like flip out, they keep their level of HSD, so you can't even do a full combo anymore, supposedly. Sonic Fox had a tweet. He just does like a ground series, and then he does an immediate like a fly overhead, and then he tries to do like the wall bounce, and they don't even hit the wall because the hit stun still was applied, which is kind of weird.
Interesting.
Well, I guess that sucks. Hopefully they'll get that patched, or it's not a real thing. Or I guess just don't do HSD combos anymore because you'll break it and make your life harder. So.
What I think it's because this is how it was in the old game too, in Marvel 2 and Marvel 3. It's based off time also. It's not just about like the length of the combo. So that's why I think it happened. Since he was just like grounded and he did a quick reset, then that's why he couldn't get it. But because I saw like Alioun had like the Dante million carats hard to blockable, he did that and then he got the full combo because I think like there was a time while they were frozen and everything. So I think it's just on really quick resets, you won't get the combo. Yeah, that's my assumption.
Any thoughts on the new characters? Anyone catch your eye?
I had a tweet today. I was like, hey, can you guys like tweet to me like not combos for the new DLC characters? Because like, yeah, sure, like the combos are like interesting. Just see if they can break like 5K meter list or something. But other than that, like I just really want to see like resets and I don't even know if any of the characters have instant overheads. No one actually showed that. So
I tested it too.
I'll say
no one has really like a really strong like short hop that's like unreactable.
Okay.
Black Widow has a comboable overhead. That's like not bad, like a staining one.
So what Black Widow does have, so her zip's really quick, and you can like force people to respect her hopping because of the zip. And then you can short hop, but you have to wait for it to autocorrect in the other direction. She doesn't have any rising short hop instant overheads, which
I see.
If she had that, like she doesn't deserve that. She's too strong, but I was a little sad when she didn't. But I don't think it's that bad. Like she essentially has X-23's Falling Claw from Marvel 3, and you can like make that be ambiguous on both sides, and it doesn't hit overhead. But you have to worry about left, rights, and it's just a respect thing, especially when she has comboable command grabs out of it. So,
I see.
I think what she does have is still pretty strong.
Okay, yeah, I don't know like anything about the characters honestly, because I just wanted to focus on pre-patch. But the little videos that I've seen, all the characters look really cool. So, I think Venom has Invincible Super. Spencer does. I mean, not Spencer. Winter Soldier has one also, right? An Invincible Super, the uppercut thing.
Yeah, all three of them got one.
Yeah.
Black Widow's is her command grab.
I see. Yeah, so that's what I really like look for. Like, I think that determines like what could be, kind of pushes the character to the next level is if they have something invincible. So I'm glad that they all have one then.
And they all have like a crumple too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, actually.
Dude, does anyone have a restand?
No, I don't think so.
I'm shocked they kept Dante's. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Venom Trap. I could see that possibly restanding people. I don't know how they spin out of it.
I think when I saw the trap hit them, I think they were counted as airborne, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked at it. I don't think Black Widow has anything. Her crumple trap, you have to be grounded to get hit by it. And her crumple hit just juggles more if they aren't grounded. So.
See.
All right. Well, I feel like we've talked quite a bit about the patch and the DLC, but now that we have Richard here, I really want to start talking about the Battle for the Stones finals coming up this weekend. So, any final words on this patch or these characters before we move on?
No, I think we're good. Even the chat's talking about the bracket.
Yeah, I'm ready. And I also have the bracket up also, so tons of things to talk about. So we're moving on. Battle for the Stones finals happening this weekend in California at Capcom Cup. PlayStation Experience again, just like last year. Kind of funny to think only a year ago we were waiting to hear when this game was being announced, and now we've made it. We're here. So yeah, a little bit about the tournament itself. I have some info on these stones and what they do. And also the stone bearers. So if you guys want to see this information, I actually kind of just screen grabbed this exact thing off of the Battle for the Stones website, which is battleforthestones.com, I think. So yeah, Space Stone, control space itself and change your opponent. So the Space Stone will allow the Stone Bearer to swap their position in the bracket and face a different opponent. The position must be in equal place in the tournament. The person who has that stone is Sactap from, taking SCR. Well, not taking it, but by proxy winning it. Whatever, you guys get it. The Soul Stone, that's your stone, Richard.
Yeah.
Resurrect your soul and grant yourself a second chance. The Soul Stone allows the Stone Bearer to erase one of their losses in a 3 out of 5 set. How do you feel about your stone?
I thought it was really good, like looking at the first like 4, but the last 2 were pretty ridiculous. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll keep running through these. We also have the Time Stone, freeze time and stop an opponent's Stone Bearer power for 1 match. So basically, you can just stop someone from using their stone. For I guess that's it. And Casanoko has that one. We also got Power Stone. Harness your power to guarantee a life advantage. The Power Stone allows for the Stone Bearer to land the first hit in a match, giving them a guaranteed life advantage over their opponent by executing the first combo of a match. Whew! A mouthful and so much left up for interpretation. Cloud 805 is the Stone Bearer of the Power Stone. We also have Mind Stone. Control your opponent's mind and choose their team. Super cheap. The Mind Stone allows the Stone Bearer to control their opponent's mind by choosing both of their characters and Infinity Stone. Timo has that stone for winning Canada Cup. And the description is so short. Like, there's so many things that you could come up with that would be, like, completely broken. And it doesn't even mention, is it just one game?
Pretty sure it's 1 game. But it's still, we'll have to wait and see because nothing's officially said.
Because nothing's officially said. I'm really curious if we're going to get some more specific rules. And then also, Reality Stone, manipulate reality by changing your opponent's controls. The Reality Stone grants the Stone Bearer the ability to alter reality by swapping 3 button functions in their opponent's control configuration. And Linge carries that stone.
Actually, Lynch couldn't make it.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah.
Bummer. Who took his spot? Do we know?
Brian Kasugano. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha. Cool. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I also have the bracket here, so I guess I can pull that up. Ta-da! So, yeah. Bracket is up.
What is Brian Cascano running now? It's like Gamora,
Ultron.
Oh, he plays Ultron now? He played Thanos at the tournament.
Oh, he played Thanos?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
It's Gamora Thanos. That's what it is. For
With
sure.
Reality Stone.
He was so sick in like Marvel 3, you have no idea. That guy was amazing.
He played Team Street Fighter. He's like the only person who could ever do that. That's crazy.
So, yeah, we do have the brackets. They got released today. Actually, right before the show, which is awesome for us. So, first round, Viscount versus Sactap. Who do you guys like?
First of all, that's a... Okay, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to point out that, yes, we have the 6 EVO winners, and then obviously the winners of all the stones, right? So each one, almost everyone's matched up with a previous champ, and then there's
also
a
the
match.
winners of the online qualifiers too.
Right. The online quals. Is there a last chance?
No.
I thought I heard
No.
something about last chance, but I'm probably freaking out. Anyhow.
No, that's just for Street Fighter.
Oh,
That was the
gotcha.
online. That was the last chance.
Yeah, so first round, Viscount versus Sactap.
Alright, yeah, I just want to say that's a funny matchup because everyone dubbed the Space Stone as the Play Viscount first round stone. And it's not even possible because Sactap's already playing Viscount in the first round. So, so yeah. Yeah, I wonder...
Has anyone seen him play?
Viscount? Yeah, he actually showed to Wednesday Night Fights like 2 weeks ago, and I think he went like 1-2.
No.
Yeah. He was playing. Was it Dante Nova or something?
No.
Steve over there like, yeah.
He switched to it. He was playing Dante Dorm. He was saying, but I know he wasn't feeling that. He just played it for set play. But I think he switched to Nova.
Alright, I was talking about that team. Okay, first of all, I remember the first week, because that was my team, right? Dante Dorm. And everyone's saying, like, oh, that's, like, the best team in the game. And then I was like, yeah, it has, like, good offense and set play, but they have, both of them have super slow jabs, nothing invincible. I don't think it's a top team at all. I think it's really good if you can get started, but it's gonna get so hard to get started against the Novas and the Ultrons and the Gamoras and etc.
Thank you. I felt the same way. Well, I couldn't say that because it was pretty toxic team, but leave it to someone else who also played the team to know.
Yeah, it's just good because when you see it work, it works really well. But
it's messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of just like a bad thing. If you're just relying on only set play and then like okay neutral and like really slow jabs and nothing invincible, I think it's a bad team. Placing it against the other top tier teams, it's a decent team.
So, are we gonna like just everybody assume that SACTAP is gonna win?
I don't know.
I like Sac.
Are we gonna do Viscon dirty like that?
I mean, it's not dirty. Like, it's no disrespect. He was really good in vanilla, and he did pretty well in Ultimate. And I haven't seen him play Infinite yet, so it's hard to say I'm gonna take him over SACTAP, who I've seen do work in Infinite. So,
I kind of heard that SACTAP is playing Captain America now.
He's switching around a bit. He's practicing 4 characters. It's Nemesis, Hager, Arthur, and Captain America.
Okay.
So it's just a whole combination of those 4. I'm a root for Viscount because I like Viscount.
He's the homie. He's cool as hell.
I hope that Viscount
like
wins.
That's all.
I just. It would be hype if he did. He'd prove all the new school wrong. It's like when Flocker made top 8 at Curly finale. It'd be the same thing. Yeah. Like I'm all for the old heads rising up. That'd be sick. But I mean, like, it's hard because SACTAP is probably one of the most unpredictable competitors in our community because he plays a lot of one-off teams and he's a specialist, so he's gonna figure out some stuff that nobody else will know unless you play him and figure it out. And it's gonna really test Viscount on whether or not he's able to kind of like adapt and like stave off the kind of craziness that like SACTAP usually brings to the table. Like he got second at SCR with that kind of stuff, I'm afraid fighting that dude no matter what because I don't know what's about to happen. And I think Viscount should be feeling the same way, so I hope he's prepared.
All right, and then our next match after that is going to be, okay, I'm sorry, I know I'm going to mispronounce this, Moise?
It's Moise. It's
Moise?
Like Moses,
okay.
But the Spanish version is Moise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Moise versus Stealth. Are these both the online qualifier winners? Okay, so
Moise
they just pinned them up against each other. Any thoughts on this match?
Moise is the homie. He plays Ghost Rider Nova with Power Stone. And it's pretty annoying. I don't know.
He's super solid, dude. Oh my god.
So I know I've talked to him. I've talked about him before on the show, but he's like the second best player from Chile. Like he's the one that can actually beat KBR back in South America. So I think he can do. I think he don't sleep on him. I think he can beat Stealth like for real.
Yeah, I can see it happen. Like I watched his matches, like especially the grand finals of the online qualifier for for South America or Latin America, sorry. And I felt like his play, his defense, like his overall neutral game was really on point. Like he blocked so many stupid situations, and he's playing Ghost Rider, a character that's like very heavily like reliant on neutral game and just trying to just get it started. But like his ability to just play Ghost Rider and then just like tag in Nova for like the quick 50-50s with the fly low or fly overheads. He was super clean with all of that. Like I would not be sleeping on this dude at all, especially when it's, Stealth is coming from like the online scene and he's not necessarily been proven under like really stressful conditions of like a crazy competition like this, on the scale. Neither has Moise either, but it's going to be up to like I'd want to see how that pans out, because it could be easily one of those situations where like the best online player, like have you all seen that video of like the #1 online Ibuki in Street Fighter 4 playing at one of the Canada tournaments, and he just gets completely blown up?
That was an old video, yeah.
Old video, yeah.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and he just gets like perfected like 3 times in a row because he was just not ready to like deal with the competition at all. Like, I'm not saying that these dudes aren't, but it'd be interesting to see these people who have proved themselves on the online bracket at the comfort of their own home be thrust into competition and see like what happens, So I think that could be a toss-up. My money's on Stealth though, personally, just because Zero Dante is just like an absurd team and he's one of the best playing it.
Yeah, this will definitely be a like fundamentals versus set play, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Like, I just hate using that term, but it's true.
And I'm just going to kind of keep it moving through the rest of these matches since we are running a little overtime now. The other matches we have coming up, Christy versus Timo. That's going to be really good. I'm just going to list the rest of these off, and then we can open discussion this. Kane Blue River versus Cloud 805. Ryan LV versus Casanoko. Justin Wong versus Brian Casugano, F-Champ versus Aliun, and Flocker versus Richard. So these are our first round matchups. I'm just going to pass it around the table, and you guys talk about which ones you think are going to be pretty hype. I mean, all these first round matches, in my opinion, look pretty good. I'm actually really curious for Richard. How do you feel about playing Flocker first round?
I know you have some videos up on YouTube. I watched a little bit a few weeks ago, so I'm probably gonna watch them a lot tonight. I think he was running Zero. Was it like Sigma recently or something? I forgot. I had to watch again. But yeah, he's really good in Marvel 3, obviously, and he looked pretty sharp in this game. I have to rewatch it, so I can't say if I'm super confident, but I know he's really good.
Any of these other matches you see so far, do you think, like, who would you prefer to, fight towards the end of this bracket? Considering where you're at right now in the placement, like, in the other side of the bracket.
Wait, can you show the bracket? Oh, let me just look at the bracket. Oh, wait, it was on that one. Oh, you have a link to it? Can you just link it to me? I'll try to find it.
You could also go on the Team Spooky channel and then just like play it on there because we have it up on.
Yeah, I have it up on this.
Oh, okay, got it. I think I'm really let's see. I'm really curious about King Blue River. I know he's running Dante Dorm, and he runs like Hager sometimes. I just think he's kind of unknown right now because he hasn't really been like shown it in footage. So I think he could be really strong in this game. Justin's obviously scary. I wonder how Ryan LV is now. I played him initially at SCR, way back in the first week, and I beat him twice actually. But I bet he grew a lot. I believe there's no footage of him since then.
There isn't.
Yeah, right.
I think the last thing I even saw of him was that exhibition match he did. Like, was that even pre-release against Champ? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I believe that was pre-release. Yeah, so he's obviously really good too. It's just the people that have like no footage of them. Those are like the scariest. So I would say Kane, Brian LV, and Alyun kinda. Like, he obviously qualified in his stream and everything, but he's like a tech monster, so he's really scary. I know he was on Bum stream just like 2 days ago. I was watching it. And he had some pretty good stuff with that team. I think he copied a lot from that one Cyber Agent Japan guy. Yeah, so I think those three are the scariest because the unknown. I think Justin, F-Champ, Cloud, Christy, Timo are the really solid ones. And the other ones are kind of like a mix in between of those two categories.
Which stone are you the most afraid of to get used on you?
Timo's, man. Thank God he's on the opposite side of the bracket. And then also, wait, Moise, right? Wait, who has? Oh no, Brian Casagano.
Brian has
Oh,
the
right.
Yeah. So those two are the scariest stones. So, oh god, Justin's gonna probably beat him and steal that stone and then use it. Oh god.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that is the last stone you wanted to give to him, dude.
Oh
But-
man.
Yeah, and also too, he's on the path. Like, okay, so if Justin Wong wins, and then he wins the next match and like faces up to you if you're still in winners, that means he'll have Reality Stone and Time Stone. So you can't even use your other stone.
Wait, I was reading the rules again, and you can only use one stone.
Per match, right?
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
per match.
Okay,
So-
that's fair. That's more fair.
Oh, that's fair,
Although it
though.
would have been
Does it
kind of
spell
cool.
out if somebody uses their stone, like it's one use per tournament, not one use per player, right? Do we know that yet?
That's a good one. That's a good
I
question.
think it's
No,
per
like-
player. Like,
Yeah,
so
per
I can
player.
only so like if I have the Soul Stone and then I use it against Flocker and I win, I cannot use it against F Champ or Ollie in the next round.
Okay, but if you use it against Flocker and then Flocker wins, does he get to use the Soul Stone?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly how it is. Yeah.
Cool. Any of these matches stand out to you guys, or any maybe future matches? Because if F Champ wins his first match and Richard wins, then you have to play Champ again.
Oh, for-
Another run back, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun playing him. He's super good. So, well, hopefully I make it through Flocker. But yeah, just those three people in my little quadrant right there is
Yeah.
they're all like pretty much one of like in my like top 10 favorite players from Marvel. So it'll be fun regardless of who I play.
Nice.
I think one interesting one is Rhino V versus Kasunoko.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't know where that's gonna go. We have literally
Yeah.
not seen Rhino V since the game came out, right? Since
Yeah,
the
SCR.
finals. Yeah.
There are.
Wait, he played SCR, right?
Yeah.
Did he play well there? I don't remember.
I beat him and eliminated him.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
But he was good. Yeah, I bet he's gonna be very, very strong. I think the two biggest matches are Rhino v Kazunoko and Timo and Chris G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timo versus Chris G is probably like one of the most like standout ones. That's like a run back from Canada Cup too. That was really close. And Chris
Yeah.
G was like even tweeting about it. Said he played his Monster Hunter Morrigan team against Timo at Canada Cup and lost. And he was tweeting saying, "I was like, I shouldn't have picked that. I definitely know the team I'm going to be picking next time. I end up running up on him. So I expect Chris G to be like really prepared. Like as we speak, he is streaming Marvel right now. You know, he is playing. There's no stopping this guy. He's trying to put in mad work in this game.
What's the biggest upset that you guys want to see?
Viscon make it to like winners. I want to see Viscon succeed so bad. I like Viscon so much.
We have the Viscount KBR Grand Finals. Like,
Oh, damn.
Hold on.
That is the darkest timeline.
I mean, I love Flocker. I would love to see Flocker just, keep making those
Whoa,
upsets.
Sorry,
I mean, no
man.
offense to Richard, first round,
I kinda love
everything,
Flocker.
but you want
You
to
want
talk
him to make
about
the losers,
upsets.
right?
He's talking about upsets, right? So I think that would be a hype upset. But yeah, I don't know, because I feel like a lot of these players are not only like fan favorites, but just by the nature of the game and kind of feeling like everyone's on an almost even playing field compared to this being something like, in Marvel 3, you kind of knew who were the good players right off, after years of everybody continuously playing the game. But I feel like we're all on like an equal level right now, and anybody could win. And I always feel like anything can happen in all these matches.
Yo, what if KBR beats Cloud?
I don't think that's an upset. I bet Kane's very, very good at this game already. Well, judging off his videos.
I mean,
Yeah.
he does have a lot of tech, but most of his tech was based around the HSD glitch.
Which is still in the game.
It's still there, yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, think
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
That team's super cheap.
Yeah,
This
you're right.
tournament is going to be
Damn.
played pre-patch, not post-patch, so everyone needs to keep that in mind. A
Yo,
few
so
other
He
details.
could win, yeah.
A few other details about Battle for the Stones in general is that top 16 to grand finals is going to be on the 8th, which is Friday, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then grand finals, like top 8. Oh, wait. Oh, it's only going to be grand finals. Okay.
Yeah.
Grand
Yeah, it's
finals
only grand finals.
only is going to be on the 10th, which is Sunday. And that's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So, just in case anybody didn't know about that, those are the times. And also, you can just go on the Marvel vs. Capcom Twitter. They have the information on there, too. What else about this tournament before we get to one of our new features we're trying to implement into the show, which is an open lobby with some of the members of the crew. Richard, I don't know what your time crunch is looking like, but if you want to jump into the open lobby and play a few matches with our viewers, that would be awesome.
I have to play pre-patch. So
Oh yeah, I
don't have
forgot.
Oh,
Oh, get bodied.
Yeah, so I probably can't, honestly. Thanks, though.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I keep forgetting every time. All right, all good though. But we are going to try to incorporate an open lobby into the show now. So, any final words on Battle for the Stones finals, you guys? Doing a quick last
I'm just
final
excited
check.
that we have like Marvel esports, you know, like
No, isn't it awesome?
this is so surreal, you know, like we're getting updates, we're getting patches, we're getting tournaments, like yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it lasts.
I think so. As long as we continue to support like we always have, right? We do this for the love of Marvel. We just got to keep doing it. Now we have support. Let's just show them why we deserved this support all along. And just, you know, enjoy the game and play and just play, you guys. I say this like every time. Just play the game. And speaking of playing, play right now. We have Open Lobby up as we speak. I'm going to switch over. Right now, SBK is hosting the lobby. If you guys are interested in playing some sets with us, feel free to join in on this lobby. We're going to run, you know, a few 2 out of 3s with some of you guys before we end the show. But we will keep the lobby open once the show is over. So if you would like to play, please feel free to join our lobby. There's our PSN names there on the bottom left. Seif, do you have any tutorial-esque words of wisdom to
So
give
I'm just gonna
to the
I
people?
made it so that it was like private, so that we just didn't get like random people coming in because we want to play you guys. So I guess if y'all are in the chat and y'all want to go ahead and play us, go ahead in the chat and put on your PSN name, and I'll go ahead and send out the invite personally myself, and we'll get you in, and we'll just start messing each other up.
Can I slide in?
Of course
Yeah,
you can. Yeah, of
anybody
course.
can join. Go ahead, Jonas.
Actually,
You guys should probably play while we get our other people into the lobby. But yeah.
Unfortunately, my setup is not near my cam, so I'm gonna have to go to the other room. But I am gonna be in the lobby, so if anyone wants to beat the crap out of my 4-hour-old Black Widow, that's what I'm doing. And that's what y'all are doing.
Sounds
So-
good.
And
Okay,
we
so
got our first person, Vic Viper Sable. We got you. I'm gonna hit you up with this invite real quick.
sounds good.
Frozen, I got you too, homie. Just give me 1 second.
All right, guys. So how do you think we should do this? Should we do like, I don't know if we should do an outro first because I don't want to keep Richard waiting while we run some sets. Because I also realize he's not going to be able to spectate either.
So
Well,
sad.
I think we should probably go ahead and close the show. Well, I don't know. Are we trying to include this in the
In the
YouTube upload?
upload? That's a good question.
We can close it and then have like the show and then if anyone wants to watch the lobby. So if we cut it, that'll break it into 2 at least.
Yeah, that is a really good, you know, suggestion by Kyle. I think we should do that.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and run these outros. We are going to get this open lobby poppin', but in the meantime, I'm just going to do a quick outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget that every first and third Tuesday, we are here talking about some Marvel. Twitch.tv/TeamSpooky, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next episode is going to be on the 19th. I believe that is. Yes, the 19th, which is not only going to be after Capcom Cup, but also after NEC, which is coming up the weekend right after Capcom Cup, which I guess we didn't really talk about, but we'll be able to go over all of the results next time. NEC, shout outs to Biggie Gaming. NEC is going to be in Philly this year. Obviously, an East Coast staple tournament. So if you guys are in the area, please try to check it out. It's going to be dope. They have a lot of pot bonuses this year, and the venue for NEC is great. And I feel like NEC is one of the most popular ones of the three, of like the Winter Bronze, Summer Jams also. But all of them are great. But at least NEC is coming up in like 2 weeks, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to kick it around the table now, see if any signing off words.
I want to give a big shout out to all my homies in Georgia playing Marvel. They're trying to get me over to play because they're having a session right now, but I'm busy playing you guys, and I really want to do that, so it is what it is. I want to give a big shout out to them. Too Much Damage for taking 9th place at the online qualifier. He almost beat Dual Kevin to make it in the top 8 losers, which was like a super hype match. So big shout outs to the homie Mischief, Not Enough Damage. He's freaking ridiculous. Want to give a big shout out to, the fellow cast and crew here at Marvel Live. And I want to give a big shout out to the man in the sky, Mr. Kinder Party himself, who could not join us today. But I best believe that even though he is not here, he's putting in a phenomenal amount of work for Marvel.
Yes.
And I want y'all to stay tuned for some really cool stuff that we have planned, and with Team Spooky and everything for Marvel. You know what I'm saying? So like, be on the lookout for some cool stuff to come out like sooner or later, because Marvel's popping right now. So that's all I gotta say. I love every one of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Yeah, Jonas, any signing off? Oh, he is mid-match.
I'm playing.
Okay,
Bye,
let
guys.
me go with Kyle first. Kyle, any signing off words?
I don't mean, just shout outs to everyone that's been hanging out in the Black Widow Discord, dropping all the new fresh tech. I'll be hopefully providing some tech myself soon. Otherwise, I'm pretty standard. Y'all take it easy. Thanks for tuning in as always.
Sweet. And Richard, thank you so much for joining us and talking with us. Any final words?
No, just thanks for having me. Tweet me any sick tech for the DLC characters, because I can't play them right now.
Only one
and
more
I
week.
Combos.
Not combos. But yeah, just wish me luck Friday and
Yes.
Sunday.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck, man. Kill
Yes.
it.
Richard, I love
Good
you.
luck.
Beat
You're
that
in
ass.
there.
I hope you have fun, most of all.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, so I'll play really well.
Alrighty. And Jonas, now that you're back, any signing off, words of wisdom, any of that?
I hope I have a good winter soldier by the next show. But thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys next show, and have fun, and that's it.
All right, awesome. So in YouTube world, this is where we cut off the show. But for right now, we're going to stream some of these open lobby matches that you guys are going to have with the crew. And then after a few of those matches, then we will be ending the stream. So